doing a vid while I'm eating. And you want to see what I eat for breakfast? Looks terrible. Look at that. It's actually got chopped up bacon in it and chopped up noodles with chopped up bacon. Instead of bits of bacon, there's a rash of bacon in there, plus chopped up fried egg. It's boring, but it's filling. Gets me through to lunchtime. I can't afford cereal that doesn't last. Looks pretty horrible, though, doesn't it? And it's spicy. It's got mee goreng. It's Indonesian. I like mee goreng. They normally just have it with the same thing, but with the fried egg just sitting on top. And I just chop mine up. It's the difference. Yeah. Anyway, no, what this is, it's inspired by what happened between you and me. You'll see it when you get in there, but it's maybe I shouldn't tell you about it. But when you do get in, and I'll send you the link, it's based on them, on their real life. Normally you go on to, pick up sites and sex sites and things, and it's just got these Asian girls sitting around in their bikinis or undies or naked or whatever, and it's just, I don't know, it's just sleazy. This is different. This has got a hint of it, it's of what's possible and available, but only a hint. And I'm sort of picking up on, because women, I think, they want a hint, want to offer a hint. They don't actually want to just be flat out, and honest, and, here's my naked body. Well, Asian actually does that, but it's just from talking to all these women in the room, I'm starting to understand. And the funny thing is, what I'm picking up, and nobody else seems to, is you like communicating via dance. So what I was doing last night was sort of communicating. Yeah, and that's a tribal thing, probably as old as, back to the Stone Age. Yeah, anyway, but I've got to do more on it. And I don't want to tell you too much because it'll be a spoiler. But don't criticise it too much, just because it's supposed to be done by Asian, okay? And I'm trying to actually, I'll keep changing it, but I'm trying to make it generate, for the guys to generate an interest in her life and what she's doing. I know that sounds silly, but it's just more interesting, and it'll give them something to talk to her about. I'll be able to say, what's happening, Asian? What's going on now? And the more I put in there, the more they'll be able to ask her questions about things. And so when it's just someone in their undies, what can you ask? What can you talk about? Asian sent me this thing of pretty scene. I said, yeah, but what of a beach or whatever it was. I said, what's there to talk about there? It's obviously just a fake picture of. The picture I've put up may be fake, it may not be. You just don't know, not sure. Could be, because it doesn't look like, given the story I'm telling, and you'll find out, it's just, it could be true. Is it true? And then, I'm just trying to say they're not sure about anything. And it just makes it more interesting. And the idea is to get them thinking about it. And a really vivid green sits in your brain, doesn't go away, does it? It's really, boom, what happens inside that fucking house. So that's the fun of it. But it's based on, it's come out of what I was saying to you. You fucking talk to me. I don't want to just, tell me what you eat and drink and all that sort of stuff. As I'm interested in you as a person. It gives me something to talk about to you. Otherwise, what are we talking about? And I thought, why not use the same thing for Asian? There's no way she's going to get to, what do you want to do if they don't talk to her? And it's just, she's got to make, it's hard work for her to make. So I've set up this scenario that gradually it's just going to become more and more bullshit, probably, which they may or may not pick up on, and I don't know. And it may not even be, but it's sort of like just more interesting, just taking ordinary everyday things and just changing them around a little bit to make it more interesting. Oh, I'm starving. Must be all the dancing. I've got to watch my weight. Anyway, I'm getting this off to you. I'm going to do it today. It should be finished pretty much today. And then I think I'm going to have to think about changing Paper Trail. I think I've got to get it back to what it was originally, but I'll have to think about that. Wait till you see what I've done when I've finished it. and then we might sit back and just have a little chat about Paper Trail and see what we can do there, and then that'll even backflow into accounting and what can be done there. But through doing this, I'm thinking, well, if I think these guys want to know more about her, then I think people would probably want to know more about Paper Trail, in all honesty. I'm not sure, but it's not just not our product. It's like I'm tapping into something here that's probably bullshit. I don't know, but it's like taking interest in what's happening, in what's in your life. Like with you, I just didn't want any more of the just the bullshit anymore, and it's just, yeah. And I've still got a mental picture of that coffee maker. The picture, yep. And of course the food. I can't remember what it's called, but and the time you spend doing that, it just changes my whole perception of you. As I imagine you're scrubbing all day, but now you tell me you get up at 10 o'clock. Sometimes you'll spend 5 hours making a meal, and you've got the coffee mate. So I'm assuming you sit around drinking coffee while this stuff bubbles. Don't want to burn it. Yeah, so you sit there and chat. Yeah, no. I don't know. But it's you know what I mean? It's sort of, while I'm here working my guts out. Yeah. But it sort of gets me into your life, and it makes me speculate and more about what you do. Yeah. It makes you speculate. Like a good story, you have to speculate. And maybe that's what I'm doing, making it like a story. I'm making this web page like Asian Story. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, I'll talk. I've got to finish this. Bye.